Alright guys, how's it going? Today we're playing a brand new story on PlayStation 3 called Foley's Revenge. It was created by the Raven8386, so let's dive straight into it and see what's in store. So here we are on Monday Night Raw, and it's the return of the hardcore legend Mick Foley making his way down to ringside. So this is called Foley's Revenge. Let's see what he's got in store for her and who it is he's actually getting revenge on. So Foley, a quick change of outfit there. I'm sure he was in red before. I'm here at night because I can't sleep anymore. I regret nothing in my career, but one thing still haunts me. It is eating away at my very soul. Triple H retiring me. 3 times he beat me and prevented me from going out a winner. I need just one more shot at him. I'll make this short and sweet. Hunter, I want a match with you at WrestleMania 30. So Foley wants another match against Triple H. Triple H, of course, the man that retired Mick Foley originally at No Way Out back in 2000. So it looks like the game is on his way to ringside. Is he going to answer Foley's challenge? So there he is. Triple H, the CEO of the WWE, making his way down to ringside. So Triple H answering the challenge there of Mick Foley. A match with you? I've nothing left to prove. I've beaten all 4 of you. It doesn't matter. So Triple H there referring to Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind. It doesn't matter what name you use, you will always be a loser. How many times are you going to do this? You come back at WrestleMania 20, you lost. You come back to fight Randy Orton for the Intercontinental title, you lost. You came back at WrestleMania 22 to fight Edge, and you lost. Haven't you embarrassed your wife and children enough? So Foley, come back 3 times and losing every single time. That's going too far. Triple H is despicable. We all know what is going to happen. You faced me, you try really hard, and I beat you. I'll make a deal with you though. If you beat the opponent I pick for you tonight, I'll consider it. You're on. So Foley's got to beat a hand-picked opponent by Triple H, and if he beats him, we may see Triple H against Mick Foley one more time. So here we go with the match. Let's see who Foley has to face. So here we have the opponent handpicked by Triple H. It is Dean Ambrose of the Shield.
From Cincinnati, Ohio.
So Ambrose making his way at the ring through the crowd, where he'll take on the hardcore icon Mick Foley. So here we go, Mick Foley taking on Dean Ambrose of the Shield, the handpicked opponent by Triple H. Now, Mick Foley has to beat Ambrose in order to have a chance of having one more shot at the game, so you can try and get some revenge. This storyline is Mick Foley's revenge. He's going up against Triple H potentially, but he has to work his way through the Shield first. And it looks like we're going to start out with Dean Ambrose, but what's to say Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns won't be a part of this at some point. So Triple H saying that he's already beaten Mick Foley. He's beaten all 3 faces of Foley. He's beaten Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind, as well as Foley himself at WrestleMania 2000. And of course, it was Mick Foley retired by Triple H at No Way Out back in 2000 in that brutal Hell in a Cell match. But of course, we've seen Foley come back so many times since then, with Triple H mentioned 3 times that Foley came back, and he lost every single time. Which is the reason why Triple H says he doesn't want to face Mick Foley, because he's already beaten him on so many occasions. But Mick Foley making short work of Dean Ambrose as he hits that bulldog, and it looks like Foley may be calling for the end here. Is he going to go for the mandible claw? There's no sign of Mr. Socko. He's going for the double arm DDT to Dean Ambrose, takes him down, and Mick Foley is in a good position to win this. Goes for the cover, 1, 2, 3. No, Dean Ambrose kicks out on 2. So that was pretty close. Ambrose still in this.
What will it take to finish this superstar?
So you have to wonder what Triple H is going to do if Mick Foley does pull off this win.
He's the guy his opponent, and what's he going for here?
Is he going to give Foley that rematch? Or is he going to make him wait and try and take on someone else? Give him a huge line of opponents and make Foley run that gauntlet. Foley hits that running knee, which he's done on so many occasions, drops the elbow, and he's got that second signature in there. So he goes for the Bulldog again, takes down Ambrose, and it looks like this time we could see the Mandible Claw. Still no sign of Mr. Socko in there. Foley, Mandible Claw on Ambrose, takes him down.
And there's the submission.
Will Ambrose tap?
I think we may be moments away from seeing it.
He does. Ambrose taps out the Mandible Claw like so many opponents have in the past. And Mick Foley is one step closer to taking on Triple H. So Mick Foley is beating Dean Ambrose. Let's see if Triple H will give him that match. Challenge at WrestleMania. And the answer is no. So Triple H, even though Foley won the match, he's still saying he's not going to face him. He's disgusting. He put Foley through that brutal match and with Ambrose for nothing. Foley deserves better than this. Hey, good news. If you beat Seth Rollins in a cage match tonight, I'll reconsider. So, like I alluded to before, it looks like Foley's going to have to go through the full Shield. He's already beaten Ambrose, and it looks like he'll now be taking on Seth Rollins inside a steel cage tonight on Raw. What a match this is going to be. You wanted to see us, Hunter? Yes. As you know, Rollins has a cage match tonight. I don't want his opponent to make it to the ring. So Triple H plotting with the Shield to take out Mick Foley backstage before he even makes it to the ring. Consider it done. So it looks like the Shield are going to do Triple H's dirty work, not for the first time. So here you are backstage with Mick Foley as he exits the dressing room and Roman Reigns takes him out, throwing him into that case there backstage. All part of Triple H's plan to try and stop Foley getting to the ring in order to face Seth Rollins later tonight on Raw. So it looks like Mick Foley has made it down to ringside, but you have to wonder just how badly he is injured after he's taken out backstage by Roman Reigns, who threw him into that case backstage as he exited the locker room. But Foley, he's got that hardcore style, he's used to that, and he takes so much damage and it never seems to faze him. Just thinking back to some of the hardcore matches that he's been in over the years, and I have no idea how he never picked up some serious injuries. Not just being thrown off the Hell in a Cell or going through it, but even in Japan, those Japanese death matches with Terry Funk, losing an ear. Mick Foley has done it all and he's overcome it all, and somehow he's still standing. Meanwhile, Seth Rollins not having as much luck standing, but he does come back into this now. Foley with a reversal into the corner, misses with a clothesline, Rollins off the ropes, and he takes down Foley with that springboard dropkick.
He drops the elbow.
So Triple H turning the Shield to do his dirty work
Can he follow up?
with his second match of the night as Mick Foley takes on Seth Rollins. Of course, our first match against Ambrose, Mick Foley come through it. He was supposed to get a match with Triple H at WrestleMania 30, but Triple H saying no. First you have to prove yourself and go through Seth Rollins, and let's face it, probably once he does defeat Seth Rollins, he'll have to then go on and face Roman Reigns to complete the threesome of all members of the Shield. Foley misses with that running knee, but he's got that signature in there. It's time to finish this. He's going for the double arm DDT, takes down Seth Rollins, and Foley is climbing the cage. Will he make it out before Rollins gets up? It's looking pretty good for Foley. Foley to the top of the cage, and Mick Foley has escaped the cage. And again, he's one step closer to facing Triple H to get that revenge at WrestleMania 30. So we're back with Triple H. I'm warning you. If you step in the ring with me one more time, I will end more than your career. I swear that I will cripple you. Triple H is as sick as they come. Yeah, and he isn't joking. Maybe Mick should forget about this before Triple H puts him in a wheelchair. So some strong words from Triple H saying he's going to cripple Mick Foley. I have a contract written up. If you can beat Roman Reigns in a first blood match, you get me at WrestleMania. So it looks like it could be on. As I alluded to before, again, Mick Foley has to go through all three members of the Shield. He's beaten Ambrose, he's beaten Rollins, and now he has to defeat Roman Reigns in a first blood match. So it's time for Mick Foley to take on Roman Reigns in the third match of the night. Mick Foley here running the gauntlet in order to prove himself to Triple H and earn a match with Triple H at WrestleMania 30. So Mick Foley here in a first blood match with Roman Reigns, and you have to think that this is right up Foley Street. Mick Foley, of course, accustomed to that hardcore style, but not accustomed to Roman Reigns, the powerhouse of the Shield, who seems to be coming into this pretty well. As Foley puts him in the corner, and you've got to wonder what Foley's doing. Is he going for some weapons? There's no chairs there for some reason. Let's have a look under that ring.
No countouts. Oh, what an elbow!
First, just get Roman Reigns out of the way, throw him into that ring post, and hit him with the DDT. And then just run into him. So we'll check on the ring, we'll go for a steel chair. And smash Reigns over the head with the chair. Try and make some short work of this. And save energy for Triple H.
This is an example of how you're very lively.
Oh, Reigns there with the Russian leg sweep just missed that chair.
Well, I agree that your career is always on the line, but that still doesn't mean you have to use an object like that. Oh, gutbuster.
So Foley taking that chair into the ring. What has he got planned for Roman Reigns? As he plants it in the middle of the ring.
Turn to the ring. Guys, you sure have to be agile to get out of the way of something like
So Reigns getting in the reversals here.
He gets out of trouble there.
But Mick Foley pounding away with those right hands in the corner. As Roman Reigns falls to the mat. Foley setting up for the running knee. And he misses it again for the second match run. But he doesn't that time. There we go. The nice grapple version. I actually prefer that version a lot more. Meanwhile, DDT to Reigns. And Foley, he looked to be going for that pile driver on the steel chair, but Reigns countered it.
He's in big trouble.
And Reigns now coming back into this. Takes down Foley with those big right hands, but Foley's up and he's going for that pile driver. The pulling pile driver drops Reigns on his head, and it looks like Roman Reigns is busted open. Mick Foley wins by way of first blood, and it looks like at WrestleMania 30 we're going to see the hardcore legend taking on the game, Mick Foley versus Triple H. Let's see if Triple H has a way to get out of this, or if that match is now on. So we're backstage with Michael Cole as he interviews Mick Foley, and again the message filled with stars, as has a lot of these messages, and you've got to say it is absolutely ridiculous the amount that they censor. So something eliminated by Triple H in a fatal 4-way match at WrestleMania 2000. You now have one last chance at redemption. How are you feeling at this moment? That was the darkest day of my career, and you're right. This is my last chance. Everyone is afraid of what Triple H might do to take me out, but they should be afraid of what this desperate man might do to take him out. Have a nice day. So Mick Foley looks like he's going to pull out all the stops this time as he tries to take out the game before the game Triple H takes out him. So it's time to interview Triple H and see what he has to say ahead of this match. Your thoughts on this match, Hunter? Again, a ton of stars to say goodbye. Oh my god, somebody has to stop this sick freak. So you have to wonder what Triple H said there. It was censored out, but didn't seem like Jerry Lawler agreed with it. Notice that there's a cell hanging above the ring and a cell match isn't scheduled. Well, I'm going to end your career the same way I did 14 years ago. Inside Hell in a Cell. So it looks like this match will now be a Hell in a Cell match. So here we go, Mick Foley has the match against Triple H, the man that retired him originally back at No Way Out in 2000, inside a Hell in a Cell. So Triple H making this match a Hell in a Cell match just to try and replicate that and try and take it to Foley, retire him for a second time. Of course, Triple H did say that Foley has been back on multiple occasions ever since, and every single time he's lost. So Foley looking to get that revenge as he takes down Triple H in the corner and he looks for the patented Foley running knee in the face of Triple H. Foley exiting the ring there, looking under it, see what's under there, and Mick Foley has a steel chair.
That wasn't very accurate.
But it doesn't look like he's going to use it just yet, or does he have something planned? Instead he drives Triple H into that steel cage. Triple H going for the pile driver, just misses that steel chair. And this is going to be a brutal war between these two. As Foley drops down Triple H straight on the steel chair. What a shot that was.
This is going to be.
As he again rams him into that cage.
When you see the look in the eyes of Mick Foley, you know you're looking
And Foley building up that signature.
Disturbed individual.
And it looks like he's going to go for it. Mick Foley putting Triple H through the side of the Hell in a Cell. And it was inevitable that they would break out at some point. And Mick Foley going back where he loves to be, on top of that cell.
This is what
The same place that he got thrown off of back at the King of the Ring in 1998 when he took on The Undertaker. And where he went straight through that ring in the same match. And again, when he took on Triple H. Oh wait, Foley's getting that revenge as he throws Triple H off the Hell in a Cell.
It can't be.
Triple H through the announce table. Just like Foley at King of the Ring in 98.
I love watching these replays.
Triple H off the cell and through the announce table.
We know about his
What has Foley got planned? Foley off the top with the leg drop. Oh my god. Mick Foley taking out Triple H with a leg drop from the top of the cell.
And again, those surroundings proved to be
So Mick Foley saying he would do anything to win this match and get that revenge. And it looks like Foley is doing exactly what he says. Somehow Triple H is up and he's climbing the cage. And Mick Foley's not done as he signals bang bang.
He was one step ahead on that one.
So these two now fighting on top of the cell.
Oh, this is one of my favorite.
And what does Foley have planned? It looks like he's going to go for that double arm DDT to Triple H, and he's gone through the cell and he's busted open. This is not looking good for the game. Could Mick Foley actually win this one? So Foley drops down from the cell. Triple H completely knocked out as Foley goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. There's no way Triple H was kicking out. Mick Foley has his revenge. He's defeated Triple H at WrestleMania 30. The game busted open in the middle of that ring after being thrown off the Hell in a Cell and put through it. Mick Foley has just what he wanted. Some sweet revenge against Triple H.
Emotional victory here tonight.
Man, oh man, what a battle.
There is nothing like WrestleMania. Good night, everybody.
So there we go, that is the end of the story. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and if there's any stories that you want to see us play through. Until next time, I'll catch you later.